Birds on a water. Birds.
Let's restart.
Birds on a wire. No way, man. This is live.
Roll with it.
Birds on a Wire podcast. This is the fourth time we've done this. It's going to be an amazing podcast. We're going to get it together. We're going to be funny. We're going to be succinct. We're going to be clear. We're going to be controversial.
Maybe a little bit of enlightenment.
Attending tonight, Philip Hoover.
Hey, what's going on?
Popping his cherry this evening. The first time he'll be on a Birds on a Wire podcast. It's Benjamin Zaccardi.
What's up, everybody?
And then Gus.
Oh, man.
Gus Wild.
I had something really funny to say.
And Gus Wild.
Thanks.
Gustav Wild.
Glad to be here.
And I'm Ryan Cook.
The Rye Man.
So to start things off, I guess in honor of recent bigotry and anti-LGBT state bills in North Carolina, one that passed, something about transsexuals using bathrooms or something like that, and they have to use a bathroom in which they were the sex they were born as on your birth certificate. So people who identify as an opposite sex now later in life, they can't use the bathroom, even if they're like post-op technically or something, or even like dressed as a woman, they can't use the female restroom. I'm sure there's more to it, but that's one of the parts of it.
Yeah, I guess if you wanted to do research, you could Google transsexuals in bathrooms and you could find some good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I put this agenda together at work, so I was just a little scared of my search history on my work browser, so I didn't want to Google transgender bathroom issues.
It's one of those private browser on your phone kind of deals.
Yeah.
Incognito.
And then one in Georgia that didn't pass was like religious something bill where, anyone with strong religious beliefs didn't have to provide services or anything for someone who's gay. And by the way, it's LGBT. I remember in school it being LGBTQ for I think Q was like questioning.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they made the cut anymore.
I thought Q was queer.
Oh, I always thought it was questioning too.
I thought it was questioning.
I'm pretty sure it's questioning.
Okay.
Does anybody know any gay guys?
We need a caller.
We need a gay. Yeah. If you're gay, call in.
So what is
1-800?
Wait, we don't have that yet.
Yeah, to be determined.
But Q, I thought it was questioning because honestly, in college when I saw that, I was like, I wonder what kind of food and stuff they have at these meetings, because I would take the questioning tag. I would let people consider me questioning if they had, really legit Italian pizza, like not just Domino's, but because you think about it, all the gay men that I know in my life, they're always rich. They're super successful. They're like really well dressed. They have a lot of money. So I'm sure the meetings had like awesome coffee, like Starbucks,
hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, and donuts. From a local shop.
So how many meetings did you attend?
Well, I didn't, but I thought about it. So, but anyway, in light of this, we're gonna have a really gay segment where we embrace our gayness.
Let's do it.
And it's called Fuck, Kill, Marry.
classic game?
Fuck, marry, kill. You know what I mean. It's a classic game, but we're going to do it, since we're all males, we're going to do it with three men. Which man would you fuck? Which man would you kill? Which one would you marry? And we're going to do presidential candidates, male presidential candidates. So we're going to go with Trump, Donald Trump, Ted Cruz, and Bernie Sanders. So who would like to go first in this?
I think my mind's made up pretty easily on this one.
Mine too.
I would definitely marry Bernie. He's a sweet old guy. I feel like he could take care of me.
Or just because he's nice?
Yeah, I mean,
they're all rich.
Caring.
All of
them
are
caring.
rich.
Like, he actually cares about me. He's
and
not
all
just
of them
supplying.
care. All of them care in different ways, and they care about different things.
No, Bernie is more of like not paternal in the sense that I want to marry my father, but I feel like he would he would care about where I am at night. Whereas if I married Trump, he would just be like, be home at 8 a.m.
All right. All right. So that's who you would marry. Who would you fuck?
I at first I thought I would want to fuck Cruz and kill Trump, but I feel like it would be more of a punishment for me to fuck Trump and kill Cruz. I pulled a last minute switcher.
Oh, so you're going to nail Trump so hard that he's going to wish you killed him?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's my answer.
You fag.
I know. Bring it on. Yep, that's me.
So you're pretty much implying to the audience you have a huge cock. Yeah, way to plug that in. Smooth.
What's up, ladies?
Next.
Well, he didn't really plug it. You kind of told him that he had his big cock. Gus didn't say anything about it.
Mission accomplished.
Oh. But all right, if I had to fuck, marry, kill one of these guys, or all these guys, Trump would be the guy I fuck, just because it's the word that I would like to fuck Trump over. So just drop the over off. I'd like to fuck Trump.
I convinced him.
All right. Whatever you got to tell yourself.
Cruz,
or because he's attracted to him.
Questioning.
Cruz is definitely the one that I would kill, because if he takes over, I think it's worse for the world than even Donald Trump. He would get impeached. Cruz would stay in and do some fucked up shit.
Interesting.
Bernie, same as Gus. I just think that he would be a little bit more caring.
That's all I want in a relationship.
Understanding and respectful.
In marriage, I feel like Bernie has
like a true
what I'm looking for.
Partnership. True partnership.
He's selfless.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Okay. For me, I think I would fuck Cruz because he seems like a bottom, and I'm not trying to get fucked.
That's a very good point, actually. Yeah.
I mean, if I'm gonna fuck a dude,
might as well.
I'd be doing the fucking, I guess.
And he's got some DSLs too. You can fuck his mouth.
He's got better skin too. I mean, if that matters.
Yeah, and then
Trump's got a little crocodile skin.
Cookie breakfast afterwards or some shit. And then Trump, obviously, I would kill him. I mean, he's an awful person.
It's an easy choice.
He portrays an awful person. And yeah, you'd want to get him out of there.
Everyone's marrying Bernie.
And then, I'd marry Bernie because Bernie's gonna treat you well. He's gonna share the wealth.
That's right.
He's gonna make sure that you're taken care of and that your whole family's taken care of and your cousins are taken care of. And then he's old, so he's gonna die eventually, and you're gonna inherit all that money. So I mean,
yeah, I feel like Trump would give you an allowance, like you get this much a month or this much a week, and then Bernie's like, hey, here's my bank account, here's your checkbook, here's my credit card, just 2 copies of everything.
He's open. Yeah, he lets you. It's his partnership. 50-50. He shares everything.
Yeah. He'd probably only want to be on top 3 nights out of the week.
It's a lot of sex. I would kill Bernie because nobody saw that coming.
Special.
And he's Jewish, and I feel like it works for that culture. And you just kill him.
All right, Hitler.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like if they say, "Oh, you killed a Jew," and it's like, well, people have done that before. So, am I really the first one to do this? I don't know.
I think I'm going to hell for laughing at that.
I would definitely. I would marry Donald Trump because
billionaire.
He would know he's really rich.
Oh, you'll get a spread in GQ magazine.
I could pose for Playboy, which I think they stopped doing nudies in Playboy now, which is ridiculous. We'll get to that.
Later.
But I would marry Trump because he knows what it is. I'm the hot younger one. He's the old rich guy, and he's not going to have higher expectations for me than what the situation is. And we're both going to have a mutual understanding of, yeah, you get a fuck or two once or twice a week, and then I get to spend all your money and not do shit.
He knows the drill. He's used to it. And
then Cruz, I would just face fuck him because I remember one of the presidential debates. One of the presidential debates, he had like a little cruddy hanging, and it was just dancing on his lips. And I got
of a sudden,
I got a little blood flow to the region downstairs when I saw that.
And not only did he have that all over his mouth, he ended up swallowing it.
So he swallows.
Hell yeah. That dirty little slut.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'd fuck him in the mouth, but I wouldn't fuck him in the ass because I'm not gay.
Nothing gay about getting your dick sucked.
Yeah. So that was fun. Let's get to, while we're thinking about it, the fact that Playboy is now no longer putting naked women in the magazine. They either started it recently or like the next issue is going to have it. I'm not really sure, but that's the plan.
What is the deal?
I mean, honestly, Playboy as a magazine, I think is a great magazine. It has great editorial. It has
good interviews.
Awesome.
I love their interviews.
Yeah, it's a very risque publication in the sense of even without naked women, right? Like they hit on issues, and it's kind of a sexual undertone to everything, really. But why? What's the point? Why? It only took up 5, maybe 8 pages of the magazine. It's not like you need more room for shit. What's the point? It's the heritage, it's the tradition. I don't really understand that move.
Do you think that they weren't reaching a broad audience enough? Like, I mean, Maxim's killing it. Like all these non-naked magazines that are still sexy, they can sell to anybody. Playboy's limited.
Oh, because they're in the little plastic sleeves, like in the gas station.
And you have to be 18 to buy them.
You don't get previews with Playboy.
So they're going for the under 18 crowd. But I think sometimes they touch on like social and political issues that are a little more advanced than a 16-year-old would give a shit about. Yeah. So I don't really get it. And I mean, I don't need titties and stuff. And they weren't even real. It wasn't like it was Penthouse or anything. They weren't showing like spread pussies or anything like that.
It's tasteful.
It was tasteful, but I don't mind having a tit every now and then surprise me in the middle of reading about like the Middle East, you know? Where I'm like, this all this political turmoil. Next page, big set of tits in your face.
In fact, that might be the only way to take that bad news. Like, oh, turmoil. Oh, the world sucks. Oh.
Yeah, and in the day and age of limitless porn that's free, that's as gruesome or as not gruesome as you want on the internet, you can get for free. I don't need Playboy to be my tits that I whack off to. Like, I'm not looking at it as a sexual way. I'm looking at it as just like the same way you like to see, I don't know, a dog. You don't have to go get the dog and make it your dog, but it's like, oh, cool, a dog. You know, it makes you feel good. You don't have to go pet it every single time.
Just something to look at while you poop.
Yeah. It's like, oh, shit, a tit. That's pretty cool. Like the sun rises. Oh, that's beautiful.
Ooh.
But yeah, I mean, the only thing I can think of is to reach a larger market, and maybe these fucking bitches were being bitches and asking for too much dough, and maybe they'll save money because they don't have to pay women to get naked anymore. You know what I mean? Like I imagine some of the ones, or at least the ones that have a career and like are famous for another reason other than just being a Playboy model. Like sometimes they'll get some, you know, the Kim Kardashians and shit. They always got to throw them a bunch of cash, and maybe it's just not worth that. But I don't know. I think it's just trampling on a really great tradition of nipples,
boobs.
You think it might have anything to do with Hef getting older and he wants to have a legacy that's a little bit less
his legacy
tarnished?
is already established. Yeah.
Or even if he just went real straight edge and just made like a what was that magazine called when you were younger? Highlights, the Highlights magazine. Even if he turned it into a Highlights magazine, he's not going to negate all the shit he's done and all the menage a fours that he's had, you know, over the course of the years. And I mean, he probably is maybe 20 to 30% of Viagra's sales per year. You know, he's popping it. Unless he's just an animal and he's getting it up on his own, which, you know,
I like to think so. Yeah.
You think?
Shouts to you.
Probably not.
Yeah. Nice dick, bro.
I'm just optimistic. Nice wrinkly dick.
So I was laying in bed the other night, and I was just going over this incident that happened like probably 8 years ago. And it was this small, awkward moment that for some reason I'm sitting there lying in bed and I can't get it out of my head, and I'm wondering like why I did that thing, why I said that thing.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure everyone does it where they just, the fact, whatever situation occurred probably has zero effect on your life, the person that you were, the other party in your story. It probably has zero effect. No one remembers it, but for some reason you remember it and you just can't understand why, and it makes you cringe at the fact that you did it. What's your most like awkward moment story like that? Not one that where your dick showed in front of the whole high school. Everyone's gonna remember that. Like, oh, that guy, showed his dick at the talent show. His pants fell down. But one that's like a really like minute awkward moment that you just find yourself sometimes thinking about, like that you could redo.
Well, what's yours? Let's have an example.
So mine, the one when I was actually thinking about it, it was when I first started working at the company I work at now. The CEO came to visit our office, which is a big deal because we had a really small office, and it was, and he was Mr. Big Shot, and he was like cool and, somewhat intimidating. And when he came down, he had he had a talk with the whole office, and, I ended up saying he had a question and I answered it, and it was a good answer. And it was like, I was already like, I had a leg up. I had a step in the right direction with him. And so he takes everybody out to eat afterwards. And I'm going to leave the very next day. I'm going to the beach for vacation for like 4 or 5 days. So I'm gonna say, all right, I'm gonna go tell him thanks and just get the fuck out of here and just, you know, make it known that I'm leaving. So I walk up to him and I'm like, you know, hey, thanks for coming. This is great. You know, thanks for all the food and this little party we got going on. You know, pretty normal shit. And I was like, I'm leaving. You know, if you're here tomorrow, I won't be here. I'm leaving for vacation. I'm going to the beach.
Okay.
And he goes, all right, cool. Well, watch out for sharks. Which is a normal thing. Like, you know, he was just trying to say, have a good
funny.
time. You know, yeah just kind of, you know. And it was normal that he said that. And me, you know, this is like early May where I'm going to the beach taking this vacation. And at the Outer Banks, early May, the water's too cold for sharks. So that's what I told him. I was like, you know, it's actually too cold right now for sharks. So like it didn't require an answer. You know, I should have just said, okay, yeah, see ya.
Thanks.
And I'm like, you know, I sit there and I just rebut what he said.
He's like,
and,
okay, Mr. Science.
And then he goes, okay, well then, you know, crocodiles or something.
Jellyfish.
And he, you know, he was just kind of like, why the fuck did you answer me? You know, and to this day, I'm pretty sure he has zero recollection of it. But every time I see him, I still work for that company. Every time I see him, I'm like,
Shark guy.
something in the back of his head that he just doesn't fucking like me. He thinks I'm a piece of shit because I question his ability to know what temperature sharks show up at the beach and what season, what month. So it was just awkward. It was just, why the fuck did I say anything? I should have said thanks, bye. Jesus, I'm still now I'm getting all worked up.
Or if you just like, yeah, you could have said literally anything else.
I could have went philanthropy.
You could have been like, I'll punch a shark in the head. I don't care.
Yeah.
That would have been better.
Fuck those sharks. I'm gonna face fuck him like I would
Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz. Did he exist then? Well, he was alive then. I know Ted Cruz was alive 8 years ago, but was he?
Or he's made in a lab.
Was he in politics? Was he like a?
Probably. Yeah.
Like if I said that and he goes, "Who the fuck's Ted Cruz?" Or he'd be like, "Oh, cool. Yeah, you know
You're
about
like,
him too."
wow, you're in.
Yeah, he's gonna run for president in 8 years.
Yeah. How'd you know? Illuminati.
The sharks told me.
They told me in June because it was a little warmer.
That's when they actually showed up, idiot.
Dumbass.
You dumb fuck. You can run a company, but all right, that's it. That's all I got.
Well, I mean, I have a somewhat of an opposite experience to where I said something that I forgot about that apparently stood in someone's mind years, and then they confronted me.
Oh, okay. So
Years
something that you said that you don't remember, but it actually did affect them somehow to where, in the sense that they held on to it for so long.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us this.
And I kind of feel bad about it.
I'll allow it. It deviates from the rule.
But it is, since it's a complete 180, it kind of fits.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, it was with my sister. Love her to death, but I told her when she was really young that she never liked to cook, and I was like, well, good luck finding a husband. And
How old were you?
oh god, I was probably like 12, 13. She was like 10 or something.
So you just said it in passing. You didn't even realize that was
It was
a
like,
requirement.
yeah,
for
I mean,
marriage or
plenty of
anything.
guys will marry you if you don't cook. However,
How did you know to be sexist so young?
America, man, born and raised. So, yeah, she actually confronted me about it maybe about a year or two ago.
Damn.
Yeah, like this is over
15 years later, yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I guess it goes to show that
Why? Why did she confront you? Because she's like single now?
yeah, she still
And she can't cook?
Yeah, no, she doesn't. Actually, no, actually, she's trying to learn how to cook. She's like, it's affected her so much that she's like trying to take up something she has no pleasure or desire to do.
Yeah.
And she doesn't even want to have kids. It's not like, I don't know. It affected like her so much that she had to bring it back up. Does make me feel kind of bad.
Yeah, what a piece of shit, dude.
You know, what are big brothers for?
World's okayest big brother.
Hey, I was really just trying to help her out in the long run.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, she should have took that shit to heart back then. She wouldn't be in this situation.
Exactly.
Spending
Preventative.
money on cooking classes and being all single and shit.
Yeah, she could have just hung around mom a little bit more.
Yeah.
Or me. I cook.
You warned
I'm
her,
not
dude.
sexist.
You actually did a positive thing and she fucked it up.
Yeah. Thanks, Ryan. All right. I'm going to sleep well tonight.
Fuck your sister.
Yeah. You hear that, Gretchen?
Oh shit, you called her by name. Hey, her last name. We'll give her address out too.
Baltimore? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, somewhere in there. Okay, no one's
Nailed
gonna
it.
go there. No one's
Nailed
gonna
it.
go in there.
Yeah.
You're safe, Gretchen. No one's gonna fuck.
Have you ever seen The Wire? Stay away from Baltimore.
So it's spring now, right? And
pollen is in the air.
yeah, everywhere. And now that it's getting nice, this is the season of bitches wanting to eat outside. Every fucking female I've ever been involved with, sexually, as a friend, as a family member, anyone, they always want to eat outside whenever it gets nice. When you go to a restaurant, right? They're like, oh, it's nice out. Let's eat outside.
Are you sure that's not just everybody but you?
Guys do this? This is ridiculous. I cannot understand why anyone would ever... Look, I'll drink a beer outside.
Oh, yeah.
I'll drink alcohol outside.
Absolutely.
Any day of the week. Smoke cigs, rip cigs, hang out,
cetera.
bebop, wear your shades. But eat outside? There's so many negatives to eating outside. Nothing can outweigh them. I don't understand what positives there are. Number one, the wind blows, so your napkins are going everywhere. Right? There's
I don't
bugs.
use napkins.
There's bugs. There's pollen, like you said, especially in the spring. So the seat's probably already covered in yellow mist, so you can't wear a black shirt or it's going to get all over it.
Good point. Yeah. Valid.
It's usually warm, so I'm gonna sweat. Like if I'm eating a burrito or something, I'm not.
You're
I'm not
sweating
trying
from the
to
food
sweat.
anyway.
Well, yeah, I'm already sweating because I'm housing that shit. But you're outside and the sun's beating on you and you're gonna sweat. And it depends. Where's the outside? Just because it's on the side of the building doesn't make it better. It's actually gross. You're out on the street. You have
looking at you.
Car fumes.
And there's a restaurant and a building and a nice building to go into to get off the street. Like you could just be a bum and eat on the street. So why would you want to just sit by the street that's technically the street, but just you got chairs? I don't know. And then there's cars going by. There's exhaust. There's probably weird smells from like the gutter or the sewer if you're in the city. All negatives. Why would anyone want to eat outside?
Oh, you're really making me question my whole life right now.
I'm telling you, man.
Sunlight, fresh air, not to be around a whole bunch of other people.
But everyone else is sitting outside
with all
too.
the same noises. It's still not as loud though, because you don't have people's voices echoing back off the walls.
Where do you eat?
I think it's
Anywhere. Inside.
It's the sunshine. That's it. Just feels good to have it on your skin.
I'll clarify that I will eat outside on a brisk evening when the sun's down. I'll do that shit.
So if my only reason for eating outside, you'll do it without my only reason.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. But as long as there's no damn sunlight.
There's wind and bugs still.
Let's think about this. I think eating outside goes back to our animalistic nature because we all started out eating outside, and there's this natural urge to go back to, I'm a man eating outside and give me some of that meat, and it's kind of, I'm trying to be too deep here just to throw you guys off. So,
Well, if that's the case, if following your logic, why aren't we all just growing our pubes out real long?
We're not.
we're not.
Oh, wait.
I was just testing you guys. I'm totally doing it.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, if you had your caveman tendencies, then you would not brush your teeth, grow your pubes out really long, and not go out at night and club
eat
women
with your hands.
and rape women, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe
What do they
eating
do?
outside is a socially acceptable way
Form
to
of
go
not
back
brushing
to-
your teeth.
Yeah.
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 You can still get a chick when you're eating outside if you're not brushing your teeth. Probably not too many chicks are into that.
Bullshit.
Let's test
When do you
it.
brush your teeth, at night or in the morning?
Both. I have
Ew.
to. I have to or I feel dirty.
Both.
In the morning.
Whenever
I only
feel
do
it.
mine in the morning too.
Really?
I never brush at night. I brush in the morning only.
Huh.
And I've never had a cavity, so fuck off.
Hey, me neither. Cheers.
Well,
to
you're
that.
gonna before me because you overbrush
Let's test this.
enamel. All right, this is good. This next topic, I'm very interested. What is everyone's first experience with porn?
Well, let's be clear. Is it porn, video porn, or just
Doesn't-
porn?
No,
Porn is naked ladies.
So not the Sears catalog, not Maxim, like
Naked ladies.
bitches. Does a dick have to be involved to make it porn?
No way.
All right, so dicks don't have to be involved. But what's your first? Just generally,
makes it hardcore.
when was the first time you experienced porn? And that's
I've got
First grade.
whoa.
Wow, that's early.
I was on the bus or getting on the bus to go to school. Me and my brother walked by the bus driver. And guess what he was looking at?
Bus
Some
driver.
titties.
Wow.
Whoa,
And me and my
bold.
brother decided, let's sit in the front seat today.
Yeah.
So
That's smart.
We saw some titties, and then my brother.
He was
told
looking
my
at it while he
parents,
was
and the
driving?
bus driver got fired. No, he was looking at it when the kids were getting on the bus. He was
Yeah.
like, I don't have to drive right now. I'm gonna look at something entertaining, not stupid little kids' faces.
How are you gonna get away with that? What?
We were in Italy. He was Italian.
Oh, totally European.
Oh. Well,
Yeah, I
then
get
why
it.
did he get fired? I thought that's okay there.
It was an American school. Department of Defense.
Oh, all right.
There we
Well, you
go.
are assholes for telling your parents. And
I
your parents
didn't.
Are bitches for
I didn't.
ratting them out. It's just a bunch of tits. If anything, he did you guys a favor, and he solidified the fact that you guys weren't homosexual, which a lot of parents want to know.
Oh yeah.
So
I'd be like,
parents,
oh good, you like
no.
titties.
Think about it. Parents are probably fine. A lot of parents are fine with their kids being gay, right? And it's totally
Yeah.
fine. But I'm pretty sure they aren't
Hoping for you
mad
to be
that
gay.
you're not gay, right? You know what I
Very
mean? Like I
politically
think
correct way to put it.
you know, it's like I'm not angry that you're not gay, and I'm not angry that you are gay. But you know what I mean? When they find out you're not, you know, it's probably like at least dads
oh, cool.
are like,
We're having
all right,
grandchildren.
cool. Yeah, lineage, bloodline shit.
Yeah.
It's more important to the household.
So how did he get caught?
He got caught because my brother told my mom. And I did verify because when I was asked directly by my mom, I'm not going to lie, when I would be contradicting my older
Plead the
brother.
fifth
Were you scared?
Oh yeah,
because you
I was
felt like
scared.
you
I
did
was like,
something
shit,
wrong.
I just saw some titties. I might get spanked or something. I don't know.
But you didn't even seek out the titties. They found you.
Yeah, titties
mean,
found you,
that
just like
was-
they do now.
That was the one, the one and only time.
Great.
I've got a good story. My first porn, I don't remember what grade I was in. I think like it was definitely elementary school. And I was over at my friend's house, and I think there was like he had like it wasn't like a nice property, but there were like multiple buildings. I don't really know. I think back in the day that's how they did it. I don't know. But we went to this other building of his house, and he had like this stack of it weren't even his. I think they were like some family members or something. But
How
it was
old
like
were you
a
again?
stack. I was like maybe like 3rd, 4th grade or something. Stack of like Playboys, Hustler magazines, like just like someone's been doing their research. And so we checked it out for a while. Turns
This
out
was or was not in his home.
it was in his home.
Okay.
Turns out this dude is like super like travel the world missionary now. So
What does that have to do with anything? He didn't. What the fuck are you
It was his
talking
first
about?
experience with porn. That's the question.
Yeah, but he didn't own the magazines. He didn't buy them, so it's not like his fault they were there. And like now he turned a new leaf.
But he was the guy that introduced me to it.
So he knew they were there, and he went to show you.
Yeah, he's like, dude, check this out.
And they were his dads or something.
I guess, yeah.
So we still
But
don't know.
now
to this day who had
he
them.
would probably like murder me if I admitted that. If I said his
That he
name or
looked at
something.
porn?
Yeah. So, but don't worry, your secret's safe. with
What's
me.
his name?
Bob. Just kidding. That was obviously no middle school or elementary school kids are named Bob.
Yeah, they're called
Robert.
No, that name died a while ago.
Bob. Is awesome.
Bobs are just dying out.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna name my son
There's
Bob.
no new Bobs.
I think for me, I was in 6th grade, and I vividly remember this. It was at the time Nickelodeon had Snick, and you know,
Good times.
Snick and all that, and Are You
Kenan
Afraid of the
Kel.
Dark and all of that.
Oh yeah.
And then after that, it was Nick at Night, and they showed all these. I guess it was like Brady Bunch and like older
Bewitched.
Yeah, Bewitched, like 60s, 70s shows. So I'm like, fuck this. So I'm flipping channels, and I go up to. We had like basic cable, so I was like up in the 16.8, 69.
I know where
and
you're
I saw
going with
this.
this.
I heard when it went by the channel, I heard like, I was like, whoa, what was that? And I went back. And it was-
Turn the volume down, of course.
Turn the volume down. This was at like 11 p.m. at night. My mom's asleep. I'm just up watching TV, and it's scrambled porn.
Yeah. Totally
Now,
had.
If
some of
people
that.
don't know what scrambled porn is,
Back in the day.
is when you didn't get the channel for your cable package, but it was still came in kind of.
Just gotta be
I don't
patient.
know what they actually did to
That's
unscramble it.
actually a funny point because I feel like some people were born late enough that they don't know what scrambled
Yeah,
porn
yeah.
is. That's like that's so weird to
Scrambled
me. But
porn.
you're right. Yeah.
You just get like
Yeah.
random titty flash, and you're like, fuck yeah.
I don't know what it was that scrambled it, like gave you part of it, but not all of it.
I think the cable companies did it on purpose just
Yeah.
to tease you into
entice
getting
you,
it.
yeah.
They're like, oh, that's a nice tit.
Yeah.
Is
Plus,
it a
this is
tit?
some great
I
smooth
have to
jazz.
find out whose tit that is, or is that a tit, or is that a male tit? I don't know.
Is this a business transaction? What are they doing here?
Oh, it's a toe.
So I definitely saw that channel, and I was reaching behind the TV, like trying to bring it in.
Yeah.
Better
Bunny
reception.
ears. Son of a bitch.
So that was it for me.
Scrambled porn. I'm glad you said that. Yeah, I totally
And
forgot about that.
I still remember the movie. It was Veronica 3000.
Oh,
Have you tried to buy it?
I've tried
As
to
an
find
adult
it
now?
just for some nostalgia.
I can't find it for some reason.
Like, oh, this brings me back.
Yeah.
Is there a way I can scramble this just to like get the real authentic?
Yeah. Yeah. You see the real thing, you're like, ew.
Yeah, you're like, she's busted.
Having trouble getting it out, like pulling a wet.
I need
noodle.
more excitement.
Pulling a wet noodle. Like I know, I need it vague. I need
I
vagueness.
just need pops of titties.
Yeah, just my first experience with porn is kind of similar to yours, Gus.
Well, I'm going to give you a hard time about it too. Then
So I was at it was 4th grade. I was at a friend's house spending the night, and he was kind of like a white trash dude. Not really, like his parents were, like it wasn't his fault he was poor, right? But his parents were like poor and whatever. But he had like a stepdad or something who was kind of like an alcoholic dude, and it was one of those things where I'm unclear why my parents let me go spend the night at this guy's house, you know. And nothing wrong with the guy that was my friend. He was cool. We were into Power Rangers and shit. Like we had a lot in common.
it was the parents' fault.
Yeah, and like we used to practice multiplication tables. He was good at 8s. I was good at 9s.
Teamwork.
Like
8 times 9.
fuck, 72.
This was back in the day. We're talking.
72, I think. Anyway, so I knew it then. It is 72, right?
81.
I just wanted you to
999 is 81.
Right.
Anyway, so
Ryan's on it tonight.
so we go, and he didn't even tell me about it. I just go to the bathroom, and I just see this box in you know, and he had like it was kind of like a shittier house, so it had a closet in the bathroom that didn't even have a door, and there's this box sitting in there, and I was like, what's in there? I just looked, you know, I'm a nosy kind of dude, and I looked at it, and there were penthouses, like 50 of them in this box. And penthouses, if you're not sure, it's way more intense than a Playboy. It's
hardcore. Yeah.
They
show penetration,
pussy,
don't they?
and these
Hustler?
there were guys in it, and like girls like holding the dicks and stuff, like, you know what I mean, like kind of like open mouth around it, and they're holding the dick like they're about to suck it, and then like the dude like standing near like about to fuck her. So it wasn't penetration, but it was like about to
Where
be.
does this go?
Yeah, it left it a little bit to your imagination. But anyway, so I decide to like go to the bathroom all the time, and I just kept like going to look at these things. So anyway, I didn't want to leave without anything. So I went through and I tore out pages of the ones I liked the best, and he had a folder, and I put them in a folder. And I hid the folder behind the box throughout the night, and the next day and I kept tearing out
Damn.
pages.
So this is only over 2 days. Like,
Yeah, it's one night spend that I ended up going in and looking at a ton and tearing them out, and I put them in a folder, and I took them home with me.
Well, okay, I was
and
gonna say,
and
is this your take-home
snuck
box?
it in because like I was studying when I was over there too, so I just snuck it in with like my other folders and shit.
Wait, what grade was this?
Like 4th grade or so.
You used folders in 4th grade?
Yeah, to put like your multiplication practice
Wow.
tests in and stuff. Dude, I took it seriously. I'm a straight A student. How you think?
Shit.
How do you think I knew what 9 times 8 was? Because of that
got
folder.
folders.
But I took it home and I hid it behind my toy chest. And anyway, the next night, his mom called my parents because they noticed that I guess the dad noticed that they're all like strewn about, like,
What
you know,
the
I
hell?
didn't put them back correctly, and like they were like still open and torn pages, and they figured I did it, and I had gone to the bathroom like 15 times.
Wait, so let me get this straight. The husband came to your friend's mom and was like, my porno's gone.
Well, they found out
You better
somehow
call,
within
you better
24
call the cooks and tell them to get my porno pictures
Yeah,
back.
I think
No,
they
it's like,
just
"All
wanted
right,
to.
honey."
I think they wanted to like kind of warn it, like, hey, he got into porn, and you should take it from him because, you know, he's a kid. They were trying to do the right thing, even though.
Man, that's going to be a pill for the dad to swallow, I feel like. Like, hey, sorry, your son got into my stash.
They don't care. I mean, he was drinking Bud Heavies the whole night or something. I don't know. But they told my parents, they confronted me about it, and I denied it. But I did admit to looking at them, but I did not admit to taking the photos. And then the very next day, I threw it away. They didn't find it, and I threw
Guilty.
it away. Like I
Guilty
buried it
conscience.
under trash in the trash can to get rid of them. But But I can tell you right now, my dad actually, overheard my dad because they're kind of arguing. They're like, go to your room. And they're kind of arguing. And he was like, I remember him saying, what's the big fucking deal? At least he's not a queer. I remember him saying
that's
that.
why you think that here.
And then that's why, and I was like, it's kind of true. You know, what's the big deal? I looked at porn. Like, I didn't buy the porn.
Yeah. The porn found you, man.
And I didn't admit to taking the pages, even though I
Always finds
did.
you.
It always finds you.
Was that like, would I have gotten in more trouble? Like, yeah, I tore them out. And I had like a best of folder. All right, well, that's a wrap. Birds on a Wire podcast. Be sure to watch our sketch comedy videos. YouTube channel Birds on a Wire TV. We have 2 new releases. One, it's called Clone, and it's Gus times 2.
It's pretty scary.
The other one is AKA, also known as AKA, also known as
AKA, also known as, also known as.
Also, yeah. And that is a sketch about a hype man and a rapper, and things get a little out of hand.
In the booth.
Kind of scary. So watch those sketch comedy videos and others, and
Like
until
them.
next time. Yeah, like, share, repeat, subscribe, all that stuff. Bye-bye.